To this day, I'm 25 years old, and throughout the years, I've obviously learned a lot of stuff. So this video will all be about 25 things I've learned in my 25 years. Enjoy. Discipline is way more important than motivation, because discipline will hold on over a longer period of time and motivation is just something temporary. So you should really get as self-disciplined as possible, because this will bring you very far in your life. Health is really the basis of everything. Health is unbelievably important. Don't drink alcohol, don't consume any drugs. Really focus on healthy living, because it will give you such a good feeling. It will make you happy. It will enable you to do good work and so on and so forth. And you can really become the best version of yourself if you focus on being super healthy. And the basis of health is obviously sleeping. So really look after your sleep, become obsessed with having a great sleep quality, and your life will definitely get better through that, just because sleep is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing we actually do in our lives. Your ability to focus is absolutely important. Focus on one single task at a time. Put away your phone, put away all the distractions that you have, and be completely focused on whatever you're doing. The way you think is absolutely important. To have the maximum amount of output, it's important to get three things in accordance. First of all, the quality of your work, then the quantity of your work, and last but not least, the mindset that you have, which you do the tasks and you work with. So these three are really important, and that's why your thoughts are also absolutely essential to get the maximum amount of output you can get. Find the place where you're most productive at. So for me personally, this is around people, but where I have my own space. So for example, in a library. So I tend to spend a lot of time in libraries, but for you, this might be at home. So find out what the place is you are most productive at and try to spend as much time there as possible. Really focus on what you eat and consume in general. So this obviously also includes drinking. So drink water as much as possible. Eat clean food, of course, and then also consume good stuff. So for example, when you are on YouTube or on social media in general, really look after what you consume. So what I mean is you should consume stuff that really brings you further in your life and not holds you back. I'm absolutely convinced that everything is possible in our lives. You might be thinking that your dreams might never get fulfilled, but don't ever stop believing in them and work towards your goal. And then eventually, I'm absolutely sure that you're gonna manage to do them and achieve them. I've actually graduated from a top university in Europe a few months ago, and I can tell you that the university has not made me successful yet. So being at university and graduating from a good university alone will not make you successful. There's a lot of things you still have to do to actually become successful, and it's not university alone that will make you successful. Your time is unbelievably valuable, because it's the most valuable thing we actually have in our lives, because you will never get time back. So saying no is sometimes really important, just because then you can focus on the things you actually want to do. Warren Buffett once said the difference between successful and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. So keep that in mind, because it's absolutely crucial for you in your life too. Make clear for yourself as soon as possible what you want to do in the long run, just because then you can decide every decision from now on based on your long-term goals. And this will actually simplify your decision making a lot. And on top of that, it will actually give you some direction and some guidance in what area you want to move forward in your life. Your phone is such an important tool in your life nowadays, and it's really important that you use it in the correct way. So follow stuff and look at stuff that's really bringing you further, and not holding you back or even stopping you. Because you probably spend a lot of time on this device, and it's really important that you invest your time wisely and not waste it on your phone too much. No's are obviously part of the game, but remember that every no will improve yourself, will make you better, and therefore it will get you actually closer to a yes. And quite often also a no is just a not yet. And you just have to improve, get better, and then you're definitely eventually gonna get a yes. But most importantly, obviously, never give up. Even though you get 10 no's in a row, that's just part of life sometimes. Human relationships are really important for your life, and really look after your friends. Be together with them every now and then, just because it's really important for us humans to socially interact. And it does not all have to be business. It can also be just to have fun, to engage with others, and so on and so forth. And additionally to this, always make time for your friends too, because these are the moments you will actually remember. You won't remember sitting alone at home and working, but you will remember being with friends, being with other people, having a good time, and that's also a very important factor in life. Don't get me wrong, obviously it's also very important to work, but the relationships are definitely also very, very crucial for you. If you want to do something new, if you want to start something, if you have to make a decision, remember that it's better to have either a hell yes or a no. You have to be completely convinced about things you do, or otherwise leave them completely. Use affirmations a lot, if possible daily, to actually improve the thoughts that you have, because your thoughts are the basis of your life, of what you do, of everything essentially. And therefore you should use everything you can to actually improve the thoughts that you're having every day. And it's super easy. You can just write down a few affirmations and repeat them every day. You can also just look in the internet for affirmations and repeat those every day. Just go with what aligns with your vision and with your dream, and then do that repeatedly. And this way you will be able to improve your thoughts dramatically in a short period of time. To every topic, there are obviously a lot of different opinions. Remember that not everything is black or white, but quite often it's rather gray, a bit a darker gray or a lighter gray, whatever. But keep in mind that you should listen to different opinions and then build your own, because after one opinion, it's really difficult to make an opinion for yourself. Listen to different ones, and then you're gonna get the best one for you as well. Becoming rich, or at least financially independent, is actually hard. So getting rich easily and quickly is actually not existing. Don't listen too much to the gurus online. Put in the work, be enduring, and in the end you can achieve anything you like. I'm 100% convinced about it. Don't focus too much on having a relationship. Don't focus too much on the other gender. First of all, focus on yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, and then you will attract the other gender anyways. So really improve yourself every day and become the most attractive version you can possibly be. Really look after where you will put your money you've actually worked so hard for. Just leaving it in the bank is actually not the best option, just because money, cash, loses value all the time. So if you want to put it into investments, but really look after these investments too, because high reward or a high potential reward does not at all mean that you will actually get the reward too, because there's also high risk involved with it. So usually go a bit lower reward, but also lower risk. But then you can actually be more safe that you will get your money back, at least with some reward, hopefully too. Just start and don't wait for the perfect moment. If you do the first step, which is the most important one, you will get momentum, and then you will improve on stuff. You will adjust and you will get better and better and better. But most importantly, don't wait until you're perfectly prepared and just get started. Just be prepared that it will actually take quite a long time to become successful in business. It's not gonna take 6 months or 12 months. It's gonna take significantly longer. And nowadays, with all the internet gurus that we have, everyone expects to be rich in about 6 to 12 months. And that's usually just not the case. So really be enduring. Give yourself time, be patient, and then over the long run, you will definitely become successful if you think the right way, if you do the right stuff, and as I said, if you are really patient. A lot of businesses are started with co-founders. So if you're thinking about starting a business from scratch with a co-founder yourself, really make sure that you know the person really well, because it's going to be an intense time and it's going to be really hard for you guys if you don't have the same values or if you're not in alignment with the goals for the business. And therefore really invest a lot of time in order to get to know your potential business partner, because this will actually save you a lot of time and stress in the future. Comparison is the thief of joy, and that's absolutely true. Don't compare yourself with others, especially if you catch yourself regularly on social media comparing yourself to other people. This is really toxic, just because everyone on social media is really portraying themselves in the best way possible, and that's understandable because we are just human beings. So really try to focus on yourself and don't compare yourself with others, especially over social media. Be patient and don't put too much pressure on yourself. Focus on the long-term goal that you have, work towards it, and give yourself enough time. Trust that everything will sort itself out, because it 100% will in the future. In the end, you want to have a joyful way to becoming successful, and it's definitely not going to be joyful if you put too much pressure on you all the time. All right, so that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you liked it, obviously give it a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments. Have a wonderful day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. Bye bye.